I was just about to go to sleep, but I just saw mainstream tweeting out that My Hero Academia is now up on the website. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that reaction for Boku no Hero. Or I guess wait to see if anyone's gonna show up. Maybe I should start doing that now. Wait for people to start showing up. Because it kind of defeats the purpose of live reacting when no one's watching. Doesn't it? Um, so what I'm expecting from the chapter, I guess, would be some sort of development with the whole Nighteye situation, like whether or not he's living or he's dead. The way I see it happening, I think he's gonna die, but I don't think he's just gonna drop dead in this current situation. I think he's gonna live until he's able to, give his final words in a peaceful environment, and then, pass on. And that way, it's taking too long. I'm gonna go ahead and start. Okay, first page. Where am I? We all know about you, the eraser hero, Eraserhead. Azawa in the darkness. In darkness. Okay. So it looks like Chronostasis is sitting on top of Eraserhead. It says during the course of action, no, during the course of our research on Eerie, your quirk was a great reference. As to as to why I isolated you without killing you, well, that's because there's value in letting you live. The third season of the anime has been announced. Yeah, we know. Chapter 155. Saviors, rescuees, and the hero's whereabouts. Horikoshi Kohei. The eraser of quirks. To him, it's a very attractive power. Okay, so Eraserhead is trying to move, but his hand's moving very slow. Don't waste your energy. It's impossible. Right now, you can't even move as fast as a snail. But I'm sure you're worried about your friends, huh? Hari Korono. I guess that's Chronostasis' real name. Clicking through all this fan art. Ojiro with the tail. Overhaul. Oh, he took off his mask. Quirk Chronostasis. He extends his clock needle like hair in a straight, damn it, in a straight line to attack his foes. Anything hit by them will have its movement slowed. However, unless he himself isn't moving, he can't extend his needles. There's always a good limitation to a hex quirk like that. Like Eraserhead has to look at you to activate the quirk. If he blinks, it goes away. And if he keeps his eyes open for too long, his eyes will get dry quicker than normal, because that happens with anyone. So you got to use eye drops if you want to keep it active. And he's not really the only one with some sort of logical drawback, or something that doesn't nerf the character. Well, it is a nerf, but at the same time, it's like it's keeping like, I don't want to say training wheels, because we've seen niggas even with those limitations be beast and top tier, but it's hard to explain it. It's like putting boundaries on there to where you have to be you have to be you have to be you have to have great ingenuity to figure out a way to use it to where you can become one of the greats. Put it like that. Take back to the chapter. Right now, you've been cut by the hour hand. So for 1 hour, you'll be stuck in that state. Once he's decided on moving, nothing can stop him. I've got no clue how much you know, but Eerie is the boss's daughter. He'll use anything and everything for the sake of his objective. That's the kind of man Overhaul is. Kurono refers to Overhaul as Kare, him, but here uses Kumicho, boss. So he's likely talking. Order? Uh, okay, so apparently we're going to the fight with Deku. Okay, so Overhaul's thinking, I haven't touched the pieces of the ground that were broken into fragments. So he's using that as his wall. How cunning. Okay, but Overhaul is doing something. He's creating like spikes that's going at an angle like that, shooting them at Deku. Deku narrowly dodges one of them. Says, I can gauge the timing of the disassembly, but I can't dodge them all. Ugh. Crash, nigga hit the ground. Like a big explosion. Not a big explosion, but like big hole in the wall, disrupting Shisaki's quirk. All right, so this 20% is taking a toll on his body. He says, endure it until you win. He's speaking to himself. Chisaki isn't going to let up. And look like he reached out for him, trying to go for the one hit KO. Oh, he actually hit him. He hit his wrist because like the his glove, it shattered. Not shattered, but you know how it goes. It broke down. Whoa, what is that? Okay, I'm guessing Deku just jumped so hard that he hit the ceiling and bounced back down to the ground. Is that what happened? He won't give up Eri, even if it kills him. I can't take too much time. Even if he accumulates damage, he can simply repair it. Finish it with okay. So that's Deku talking because he's talking about Overhaul's ability to repair damage. Finish it with. It looked like he about to go for a drop kick or something. One strike to the head. Manchester Smash. A Manchester Smash, dog. That's sick. Yo, Overhaul dodged it. He dodged. No matter how fast you are, compared to the first two, the approach of your movements is straightforward and easy to see. All right, so basically saying he ain't shit compared to Mirio and Nighteye. Like Overhaul dodge, his attack, his Manchester Smash, and he grabbing up two pieces of rock. Look like he about to reform it, reshape it into something. Yo, Deku just got hit with something, bro. It's blood splattering, but it cut to another scene. Okay, so it's Mirio. He got Eri. He walking through the hallway. Like this nigga struggling to even stand up. I need to take Eri away to safety, even if it's only a little bit. Not yet. It all depends on me. This is nothing. I gotta show my power. I'm still good. And then he just pictured when Sir got impaled and lost an arm, move Lemillion, his spirit which has been continually strained. All right, so that's a text box. So I'm assuming that that's narration. His spirit which has been continually strained. He was saying to himself, move Lemillion, like, trying to get himself going. Was on the verge of tearing apart. All right, so he fell to the ground. Eri looked like she about to cry. My vision is, my body won't move. The bleeding has stopped, but I've lost too much. Stand up. Get up. Move. Eri, you need to hide and wait for the others to come. There are dozens of people on their way, all to save you. Eri, everything's okay. You'll be fine. Eri. Okay, next page. Next page. All right, so back to Deku. Honestly, although it's true I can repair things, it hurts quite a bit when they're disassembled. I've had enough of this. Oh, okay, so he just stabbed him through his arm. Stabbed him through his right arm with a little spike. Not yet. If the ground hadn't been smashed and reduced to tiny pieces, he'd have ended it with those huge spikes. Ah, Lemillion held on the same way. The latent strength of a human who refuses to give in is not to be made light of. And because you're on the verge of death, you'll become prime bait. Well, this nigga overhaul looks so sick, bro. With his forearms. Whoa. Because of you, I have to die again. Is this what you wanted, Eerie? Huh? Is that the nigga talking? I think his name Namuto. He got a mouth on his hand, and he said, "Because of you, I have to die again." So I guess Overhaul didn't kill that nigga. Yo, Overhaul quirk is even crazier now. That's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous. She's at her limit. She doesn't have an ounce of stamina remaining. I see. In that case, okay, it's flashback. It's about time to reset. And oh man, this nigga Overhaul sick, bro. Time to reset. Like she's a video game, and that's supposed to be his daughter. So he basically like killing her and bringing her back every time that she low on stamina. Instead of giving her Capri Sun and a cosmic brownie, this nigga Overhaul just cruel and unusual. Don't matter who you are. That's what makes a good villain. That's all right. So Mirio, don't tell me Mirio about to die, bro. This look like a pre-death panel. That's what it looked like to me. Last panel on the page. Hold on. That's okay. Go on to the next page. Damn it. Not what I wanted. Oh, okay. That's Eerie talking. Oh, she came back to Deku. Why? Stay away. Eerie, you need to stay with Tagata. Eerie, do you think this boy can overcome the situation on his own? Is that Namoto talking? Because he got the hand out with the mouth on it. No. She said no. In that case, what is it that you should do? Come back and in exchange, someone saying Eerie, not sure who that is. Like somebody's thinking to themselves. Look like Sir's still living, barely. He buzzing on the ground. You need to fix everyone back to normal. Is Eerie talking? Indeed, rather than others getting hurt because of you, it's much easier for only you to be the one who gets hurt. You may have momentarily placed your hopes in Lemillion, but that fleeting hope that had begun budding within him has now been broken. Have you realized it yet? Your actions were the cruelest possible thing you could have done. You could have done to Eerie, and for that, you were unwanted. I still believe that Mirio should have been the one to inherit One for All. Midoriya, it can't be changed. We won't be able to take Eerie into our protection. I saw it. The future in which both you and I will be killed, and Chisaki will escape. Even so, damn. So the nigga did see a grim future. I almost checked my Twitter notification, but it might be a spoiler. Um. Okay. Damn, so this nigga Overhaul says you are unwanted. So does that mean he does have a twisted sense of caring for Eerie? Cause he's like you don't want what's best for Eerie. I do. So therefore, you have no place in this world. So it's like chapter by chapter, this nigga Overhaul just getting more and more twisted. I watched the episode of Law and Order earlier with a twisted nigga on there. Like what he did was pretty, like, I want to call it insanity, but you got to be some next level to do what he did. Like this, I don't even think that's insane. Because at that point, it's just like, well, I don't want to get into that. Okay, so yeah, this nigga Overhaul sick, bro. Okay, next page. Well, Nighteye is talking about what he saw in the future, And he says, even so. So I'm assuming that he's about to try to do something to prevent it, which we should all assume is going to work because for Deku to die right here, right now, I think that'll be pretty crazy. Myself personally. Um, and he still does believe that Muriel should have inherited One for All. Even if you think it's none of my business, you were crying. No one will die today. I will save you. All right, so all right, this is this nigga believing in himself. Shout out to Sawyer. Midoriya, no matter what you say, you. Hold on, what is this? Overhaul got the shock bubble. Midoriya looking up like, and it look like the ceiling caving in. Somebody coming up from above. Yo, what if it's Ryukyu, the dragon lady, the dragon bro? She finally about to do something worthwhile? Hold up. Yo, that's exactly who it is. Son. That's exactly who it is. What the? Right on target. She got Uraraka and Suyu with her as well. Yo, so they've been out there fighting that big dude all this time? And that nigga look bigger. She says, Ribbit. Suddenly, Team Ryukyu comes dropping in. Could the tides of battle be changing? Gotta be. Gotta be. Yo, what if Overhaul fused with the big nigga, bro? Yo, if he do that, it's over. If he fused with the big nigga, it's over. I don't know how they do that, bro, because it seemed like this nigga gets stronger relative to what he fuses with. And it also seems like he has like the person that he fused with doesn't die, they're still alive just within Overhaul. And they had the hypnotizing effect around the mouth on the palm of his hand when the Moto was talking. So, and we know his quirk was like, was it hypnotism? No, it was making you say what. So that's basically like hypnotism, making you say what's really on your mind. So if that quirk is still active, that means whatever quirk this big dude has, if Overhaul, like this nigga Overhaul to be sick, like this nigga Overhaul, like, oh man, the possibilities with this nigga's quirk, man. But Ryukyu, she number 9. She number 9. She should be able to do her thing, handle the situation. And they got support. They got Froppy and Gravity. There with Deku. Yeah, man, this great way to end the chapter. Cliffhanger. Niggas crashing through the ceiling. It was about time for them to show up. By time for them to show up. And she says right on target, so this was according to her plan. And if I remember correctly, they did know the layout of the base. It's just that it was hard to navigate because of what's his face? Iranaka, I think that was his name. Mimic / Iranaka. He was shaping the interior to his liking, well, to Overhaul's liking. But now that he's out of the picture, they don't have to worry about that. So whatever layout, whatever blueprints they might have had of the base is back to normal. So I don't think that this turn of events is out of left field or questionable in any way. When you look at things from that perspective. Okay. Yeah, yeah. All right, I fucks with it. Fucks with it. Oh, it looked like she biting his arm too, yo. That's cool. Biting this nigga. I was trying to make it out, to try to see what's really going on. She got one of her one of her little claws on the edge on the tip of her wing, inside of his arm. Not inside, but like pricking his arm, like right here. Yeah, just little small details like that. Is this dragon form different from the initial transformation? Because if it is, then this is just gonna be another adult quirk. I feel like this is different from her initial transformation though, because I don't remember the scales being that ornate, ornate, ornate. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Ornate. Okay, let me try and find the chapter. This is probably it. They right outside the base, getting ready to storm the base. Yeah, this must be it, because old boy just came out the gate, and she stepped up. Um, no, I think the transformation is the same. It looked the same. It does look the same. But how much time has passed though? Don't look like any of them sustained any injuries. But she said Ryukyu group will deal with this one. So they've been fighting this nigga all that time. And Deku and them right there. So it's not like it was running concurrent. Like this was happening at the same time when they first met Overhaul. So she actually been out there the entire time that it took from Deku to go into the base, get through whatever he had to get through before meeting Overhaul, and have this little scuffle with Overhaul, and then for her to drop through the ceiling. So through all that time, she's been fighting this guy, and neither one of them has apparently sustained any injuries, from what we can tell. So that's a little weird. So are they evenly matched, or is that a mistake on Horikoshi's part, or is it just that whatever injuries they have sustained, we just can't see? Or maybe they both have a healing factor. Because I would assume that the girl's not having any injuries. Well, no, they got one of the big three there. Yeah, yeah. Sun Eater was able to take on three of the I think the expendables. I think that's what they call them. Yeah, and she on Sun Eater and Mirio's level. Then I think she should be able to hang with one of them niggas, or really beat one of them. Oh, shit. So they really must have moved. Well, not necessarily, because I was about to say they must have moved into the building, like they fight when inside. That's not even necessarily true, because they could have just as easily, like wherever Deku and them's fighting underground, it could be that underground area is, like right underneath where that outside road is, where they're fighting, where Ryukyu is fighting with the big dude. That could be the case. It doesn't have to be like the underground area could be larger than the actual building. Yeah, that could be the case. All right, so what are these guys' names? Because they talking about them right here. When he chooses someone to keep at his side, he makes them wear a mask. Being at his side means they are to do some dirty work. He makes them wear a mask because he doesn't want to breathe the same air as those so defiled. It is proof, not of some bond of trust, but the mark of a bond. Okay. The cleansing salvo. I'm gonna try to find the official translation, because I should have that. through Viz, because I know he gave them a name, but cleansing salvo, that doesn't sound familiar at all. Hmm. Okay, so how long ago could that have been? I think that's 120. Um, let's just try right here. See where this puts me. 137. Hey, I was off by one. That's cool. All right, chapter 138. Let's see what go down in the official. Okay, let's see what he calls them. The 8 bullets of the Hasai group. That's a little different than the cleansing salvo. I think that's what they call them in the scanlation. The cleansing salvo. Yeah. Okay. But in the official, he says the 8 bullets of the Hasai group. All right. So that would be the one of the hacks, one of the most hacks niggas in the verse, who can basically summon anything to his hand that's within his field of vision, I guess. Any object, which is very specific. That's utensil, I think is what he says. Any tool, I think that's what it is. Any tool. He can summon any tool to his hands that's within his field of vision. I think that's how it works. That's ridiculous. Um, the other nigga that can make like I don't want to say diamonds, crystals. Just put it like that. He can make crystals from his body. That dude. You got Rapper and the nigga that was with Rapper. I forgot his name, but he can make a shield. Um, Old boy with the drunk powers. Nigga that drunk, and the guy who can eat anything. Also Namoto and Big Dude that's fighting Ryukyu. So that's 8. That's the 8 bullets of the Hasai group. And the 8 expendables would be Overhaul, Chronostasis, Irinaka, uh, I think that's what they call them, but I'm not even sure about that. The 8 expendables. They probably got it on the wiki. Probably got it on the wiki. I don't even know if anybody's watching this. Anybody watching? Got 2 viewers. Shout out to the 2 viewers. Like the stream, I guess. Like the stream. The 8 expendables. So they saying the 8 expendables are wait. What? Why they call them 8 expendables on the wiki? I thought the 8 expendables were the guy, but there's 8 precepts. I knew that the name should ring a bell. Like 8 expendables wasn't ringing the same bell as 8 precepts. I hear 8 precepts and I'm like, of course. How could I forget that? That's such a dope name. 8 precepts of death. And I think that's what includes Overhaul, Chronostasis, Irinaka, and some other niggas whose names that I'm just not aware of at the moment. We probably haven't even been been informed on their existence. So yeah, hard for me to speak on that. Uh, Sorry, I'm multitasking right now. All right, to see. Okay, so the three I named are actually the only three that we've seen, or the only three that's confirmed, and it's actually Iranaka, Chronostasis, and Overhaul. 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 Yeah. I really don't have nothing else to say. Oh, let me see, man, because it might be something from this chapter that I forgot to touch on. I mean, it was pretty clear that them niggas needed help. I wonder how this nigga Sir's ability works though, because it seemed like this ain't something that he predicted. Does he see the entire future? Or does he just see the end point? Not the entire future, but the entire of whatever time span that he can see. Because we know he sees the end point of whatever span of time he can see. But does he see everything leading up to that end point, or is it just the end point? This might have been explained. I just forgot. It's probably explained in the last chapter. I just forgot. I do this a lot. I just be forgetting things. I'm proud of Deku, not wavering in his resolve, even when things are looking mighty grim. You know, when I saw the ceiling caving in, I kind of figured it was going to be Ryukyu, just because I know that she can turn into a gigantic dragon. Just seemed like the most logical option to me. And I feel like it would be a shame if Horikoshi leaves this arc without giving her some shine. Just just be adding on to the bias of the industry, because the females never really do get too much shine compared to the male. Like Gang Orca appeared in a much shorter arc and got legitimate feats compared to her, who she really hasn't done anything. But hopefully she about to go in. Hopefully. I really now that I'm thinking about it, I don't see what she can do based on what we've seen, but we can make the assumption that she has more adequate um a more adequate form for the situation. Like she probably doesn't have to be full dragon. She could probably be a half dragon, or probably turn into a mini full dragon. You know, something like that. Like a Zoan Devil Fruit user from One Piece. If you've never seen One Piece, just go just go read One Piece. Yeah, but that's dope, bro. Like the stream if you viewing. Like, comment, subscribe, or if you don't like it, dislike it. Dislike it. Oh, sometimes I forget to say that. Dislike if you don't like it. Then whether you like or dislike, try to tell me why you did that. Either one, don't matter. Either or, yeah, whether you like or dislike, try and tell me why. Uh, what was I doing? I'm sorry, man. It's about 4:30. It's 4:30. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we them boys. Shout out to all my niggas. Love all my niggas. Brago and them, Outer Haven them, Grim and them, Dustin them, all them niggas, man, all them niggas. I said we them boys. I said that. Damn. Ooh, hey, I'm out of here. 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 If I said 3 more times, I might actually be out of here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here.